Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Chris the Don and I'm coming to you with my first YouTube video ever. Yep, first YouTube video ever. And today, I'm bringing you all the Atlanta Falcons franchise series. If you enjoy this video and content like this, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and comment. Thanks for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Alright, so to get this started, let's go on over to the depth chart to see what our rosters will be. Before this started, I said I was going to start Desmond Ridder, but I think I'm going to go with Marcus Mariota to start this series off, being that in real life, I believe Marcus Mariota will end up being the starting quarterback. Ridder is a development piece, so we'll keep him behind Mariota for right now, but eventually he will become our starter. Alright, let's switch over to the running back room. Our RB1, of course, is going to be Cordero Patterson. He is a superstar this year, so that's great. With the number 2, I think I'm going Tyler Algier. I did like him at BYU. I do think he still needs a year to develop, so we're going to sit him behind Cordero for a year or two, and let's see how he does. Fullback room, of course, we're going with Keith Smith. Wide receiver, since MGM Ridley wanted to mess up this year, we're going to have Drake London at our number 1 wide receiver. Brian Edwards at the number 2, Arden Tate at the number 3. I feel like that was a good pickup. We went definitely real big at wide receiver this year, but I kind of like it. So, tight end, of course, we're going Kyle Pitts, number 1, the unicorn. Left tackle, we got Jake Matthews. Left guard, we're going Jalen Mayfield. As a rookie, he didn't do too hot, but hopefully he can get it together this year. Center, Matt Hennessy. I do think he is like a Alex Mack for us, but I think Matt Hennessy would be good. Chris Lindstrom, great right guard. He's an 84 overall this year. Right tackle, Caleb McGarry. He's on the hot seat. He hasn't been doing that good. We do have Jermaine Ifedi as the backup, so if Caleb McGarry does not produce, we're going with Jermaine Ifedi. At our left end, we are going with Marlon Davidson. Hopefully he can get back to his Auburn days. He has been injured for us, but hopefully this year he can turn it around and it'll translate over to Madden. We do have Nick Thurman right behind him. Right end, of course, we're going with Big Grady Jarrett. He's usually a DN, but being that we are in a 3-4, Grady Jarrett to be our right end. We do have Anthony Rush at the D tackle. I believe he'll fit in well. Honor Ebiketie, the rookie. I've been very impressed with him in training camp and the first preseason game. He's definitely going to start for me in this franchise. Middle linebacker, this is where it gets tricky. I believe we're going away from Deion Jones. So what I'm going to do in this franchise, I am going to trade him for a second-round pick. And I think we are going to start Rashaan Evans and probably Michael Walker. But in our sub linebacker packages, I'm going to put Troy Anderson because you can't deny that 93 speed in Madden. Speed is everything in Madden. So with the linebackers, Nick Witowski, we do have him as well. I may trade him. I may keep him. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. We do have Lorenzo Collie, the right outside linebacker. I feel like that was a good pickup for the Falcons from the Giants. We have the rookie D'Angelo Malone behind him. Quentin Bell we'll probably go ahead and get rid of. At the cornerback position, my favorite position, AJ Terrell Jr., a great cornerback to me. We also picked up Casey Hayward in the offseason. Isaiah Oliver, I was not a fan, but I feel like he will be better in the slot. We also have Mike Ford. So I think the cornerback position is a pretty good position for us. Free safety, we're going with the second-year player, Richie Grant. Eric Harris is like a mentor kind of player. I don't feel like he's that good anymore. So I'm going with Richie Grant for the free safety. Hopefully he can show us what he is about. Strong safety, we're going with Jalen Hawkins, ball hawk. Kicker, Young Hoku, of course. With the kick return, I think we're going Avery Williams. I believe in real life that's someone we would go with for the kick returns and the punt return duties. So Avery Williams is going to be our guy in this franchise. With the power halfback, again, I'm going with the rookie, Tyler Algier. Slot wide receiver, Demir Bird. Alright, let's go ahead and advance to the last week of the preseason so we can get these cuts out the way. Yes, sir. Let's see. Let's go to the quarterback. Alright, we're going to go ahead and send Felipe Franks to the practice squad. Running back, Caleb Huntley, practice squad. We're going to keep Avery Williams. We are going to end up cutting Quadri Allison right here. A sad cut I had to do is Damian Williams. We did go ahead and get rid of Damian Williams as well. Fullback, no cuts. Wide receiver, I am a fan of Frank Darby, so we're going to keep him. But we are going to get rid of Hodge. Geronimo Allison, we're going to go ahead and get rid of as well. All in all, I'm liking our wide receiver room. It's looking pretty good. We are going to go ahead and cut this 31 overall. There's no need in having a 31 overall on your team, even if he is a long snapper. Parker Hess, we're going to go ahead on and just cut. John Rain, sent to the practice squad. We don't need all these tight ends on our roster. And we're also going to send Fitzpatrick to the practice squad just because they're young. Left tackle, no cuts here. Left guard, no cuts as well. Center, we are going to go ahead and cut Harrison and keep Drew Dahlman as our backup for Matt Hennessy. Right guard, no cuts. Right tackle, of course, we're going to cut the 55 overall. No need for him. Right here, we are going to cut Thurman just because he has a 49 finesse move. So we're going to get rid of Thurman here and keep Brailford as our backup. And right end, no cuts. D tackle. Let's see, Horn, we cut. Alright, middle linebacker. We're probably going to send Smith and Etheridge to the practice squad, being that they are young. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and send them to the practice squad. Kwiatkowski, I was contemplating on cutting, but maybe not. Deion Jones, I told you we are going to trade. Let's see. Right outside linebacker, Quentin Bell, we're going to go ahead and get rid of him. Alright, so right here, we're going to go ahead and do the trade. We are going to trade Deion Jones to the New England Patriots for a second-round pick here. We are going to be throwing Michael Walker and Troy Anderson into the fire, kind of, being that we are getting rid of one of the staples of the Falcons defense for the last 7 years. So let's see what we could do with our newfound middle linebacker group. All right, so let's send over the deal. And as you can see, the deal did go through. Alright, so I am going to set our season goal to about 7 wins, being that we're not a great team, and I'm playing on all Madden, so I think 7 wins should be right in the middle. Alright, so let's see who the camp standout was. Alright, looks like it was Arnold Ebiketie. Let's see. Alright, so it looks like we are going to have to get 2+ combined sacks and tackles for loss. Alright, so let's go ahead and play our first game. Rise up.
It's week 1 of the NFL, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Saints and the Falcons, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, here to welcome you to another NFL season. Always an exciting time, CD. And I tell you what, new is the opportune word here for these two division rivals, Atlanta and New Orleans. A couple of faces who have helped define this rivalry behind center, they're now gone. This is going to be an interesting one to watch.
And let's face it, it's a rivalry that always will blaze white hot, but it's definitely different now. Drew Brees gone 1 year from the Saints, Matt Ryan gone the next year from the Falcons, although he's still playing in Indianapolis. This is two teams in flux a little bit, trying to find their footing, although New Orleans still...
For the 2022 season, it looks like the Falcons has elected to receive the ball. Let's see what Avery Williamson does on his kickoff. It looks like he takes it from out the touchdown and returns it to the 20-yard line. Now we're watching the new-look Falcons head on the field for the first time. led by Marcus Mariota to start the new season off.
The quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
He did take Tennessee to the playoffs in his second season experience in Las Vegas.
All right, for the first snap of the 2022 season, we handed off to Patterson for a 4-yard gain. For the second play of the drive, Marcus Mariota play actions and finds his tight end, Kyle Pitts, going across the middle for a 12-yard pickup.
Well, partner, that's the start of the Chihuahua right there, and you know he's going to get first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, a lot more to go.
On 1st and 10, Marcus Mariota drops back, looks, finds Patterson, cutting across the field for a huge gain.
Game is inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of. So now then, the big play has them all.
On the very next play, we handed off to our rookie, Tyler Algier, for a 6-yard pickup.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A few plays later on 3rd and 4, Marcus Mariota drops back and finds Kyle Pitts going across the field once again. First down. On 2nd and goal, Marcus Mariota finds Drake London for the first touchdown of the 2022 season. And now we're seeing the Saints offense for the first time this year, led by Jameis Winston.
And the man in charge of this offense will carry over.
His first offensive play, they hand it to Kamara. He runs to the right side and picks up about 11 yards. On 1st and 10, they hand it off to Kamara again, and he picks up about 15 yards. Later on in that drive, on the 2nd and 10, Ronald Davidson gets a sack. We force the Saints to punt the ball on our next possession for Patterson to stop in the backfield. Later on in that drive, Marcus Mariota surveys the field and tries to force a pass to Drake London, which is intercepted by Tyrann Mathieu and ran back for 6 points.
And he will take this one home.
Following the last interception, Marcus Mariota hands it off to Patterson for about a 9-yard pickup. On 3rd and 1, we handed it to Tyler Algier for the first down. On 2nd and 10, we handed off to Patterson, who then picks up a first down for us. On the next play, we handed off to Patterson up the middle for another first down. 1st and 10, Mariota finds London, and he completely bags on the cornerback. The Saints defense did end up holding us to just 3 points. On the following Saints possession, they handed off to Kamara, and he runs all over us for a huge gain. A few plays later, Winston finds Landry across the middle. On 3rd down, Winston finds Landry across the middle for a big first down. On 1st down, they hand it off to Kamara, and he picks up another first down. On 2nd and 11, Jameis finds Trotman in the back corner for a touchdown. On the following drive, Mariota finds the kids for a 20-yard pickup. 1st and 10, Mariota finds London for another huge first down. On 2nd down, Mariota finds Kyle Pitts across the middle again. On 1st down, Mariota finds Kyle Pitts for another huge gain. And with only 12 seconds left, the Falcons take the lead with that touchdown pass from Mariota to Cordero. And with the first half in the books, let's see if the Falcons can come out and maintain that lead so they can get the first win of the season.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
First play of the second half, Alvin Kamara barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5, Winston finds Landry going across the middle for another huge gain. First down. A few plays later, Jameis Winston tries to find his favorite target, Landry again, but this time it's picked off by Jalen Hawkins.
And the Falcons are going to get the football as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
After the interception, Mariota finds London for another huge gain. 2nd and 8, Mariota drops back, avoids the first defender, but he is taken down by Cam Jordan for the sack. But we did end up getting 3 points. Now the Saints offense is back on the field, and the very first play, Alvin Kamara takes this run for 75-yard touchdown.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
The Falcons gets the ball, and on a play-action pass, Mariota finds Drake London for another huge gain. On 2nd and 10, Mariota finds Patterson on the left-hand side of the field for a first down. Another play-action pass, Mariota drops back and finds the unicorn on the left side of the field. On 2nd and 4, we hand it off to Algier for another big gain. On 2nd and 6, with less than a minute left in the third quarter, Mariota finds Kyle Pitts across the middle for the touchdown to take the lead. And we hand it off to Patterson to punch in the 2-point conversion. Down by 7, the Saints comes out and pass to Kamara, who takes it past the 50. On 2nd and 10, the Saints pick up a first down.
That pass is caught by Hardy.
2nd and 6, they hand the ball off to Kamara, who picks up the first down. 1st and 10, they hand it off to Kamara, up the middle again for a first down. 1st and goal, they hand it to Kamara, who almost punches it in for the score. 1st and goal, the Saints hand it to Zigbo, who then punches it in to tie the ball game.
For the Saint touchdown. Corner.
The next possession, the Falcons hand it to Patterson for a huge pickup. 2nd and 7, we hand it off to Patterson, who stopped in the backfield for a loss of 1. On 3rd and 8, to keep our drive alive, Mariota looks to the left and finds Drake London for a huge catch. On 2nd down, we hand it off to Algier for about a 5-yard pickup. 1st and goal, we hand it to Patterson for a 7-yard pickup. The very next play, we hand it to Algier to punch it in for the go-ahead touchdown with less than a minute left. The Saints come out trying to march down the field to tie the game up. On 1st and 10, Jameis Winston drops back and finds Michael Thomas for a huge gain. This could have been an interception to seal the game. On the very next play, Jameis Winston finds Jarvis Landry to send the game to overtime.
Yes, he's into the end zone. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL.
To start overtime, the Falcons won the coin toss and elect to receive. On 2nd and 6, Mariota finds Drake London cutting across the middle of the field for a huge first down. A few plays later, Mariota finds Kyle Pitts for another big first down. On 2nd and 8, Marcus Mariota is sacked again by Cameron Jordan. On 3rd and 15, Mariota finds Drake London, who almost picks up the first down.
He's got his man London.
On 4th and 1, to keep the drive alive, Mariota finds Patterson, who breaks off the first tackle and picks up a few more yards. On 1st and 10, we hand it off to Patterson, who takes us down to the red zone. And just 2 plays later, we hand it off to Patterson, who punches it in to give us our first victory of the season.
We needed extra time to decide this one. A rushing score and OT finishes it off, but throughout, really just a great game to witness.
Alright guys, that is going to conclude episode 1. Thank you all for watching, and please stay tuned for the next episode.
We throw the ball around the bell, not there, they ran it in. And again, just a great game that we bore witness to. So for the Falcons, there was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the